When your mind feels like chaos, what do? Look back, man. Look over a million times in your life and think to yourself, what was going on? Why did I do that? At the end of the day, the question that you want to answer is why? Why did that happen? Why did I do that? Why did these events occur? Why? If you really look at the basis of it, you're going to understand, dude, why is the one thing that we don't think that we can control, but yet at the same time we can control it, right? If I go and I make a stupid ass decision, I bought the wrong thing at the grocery store. Why did I do that? Because I was lazy and I didn't want to walk down the aisle to find what's better. That's the why. It wasn't like it wasn't in stock. It wasn't like I didn't pay attention to it. I looked at it and I grabbed it and I grabbed the wrong thing, man. Come on. There's so many whys that we sit around and it just starts to create chaos. It starts to create chaos within the mind. And I know that sometimes you got to realize that you have to take into consideration what's all going on. Is it your mental health? Is it things around you? Is it triggers? For the last probably 10, 12 days, man, I haven't even made an attempt to make any kind of video, a blog, a journal, nothing, man. And I knew that I was not doing it. I knew that I was doing something that wasn't helping me. These do help me. Just getting this shit off my chest all the time makes a difference. Why? Why did I not? Why was there chaos? Why was it nothing but continued chaos the entire time? Triggers. For me, little triggers are, I would probably say, past. People from the past. And I know that sometimes you have to really take your ego, man, and you got to put it to the side and you got to say, all right, man, well, you know what? I believe that I'm worth more. I'm doing well. I think that I'm on the right track. Everything seems to be doing a little bit better. I'm working really hard on it. I'm putting the time in. Boom. Done. Done. I know for me, done. As soon as I see it, I'm done. As soon as the numbers come through, I'm done. You can delete it. You can not worry about it. It could be an event from your past that every time you drive down a certain road, it brings back memories. That little trigger, just a little trigger can literally downslide your entire life. Think about it in the terms of that. It rains real hard, everything seems to be structurally good, and then all of a sudden, one little rock falls out. That's the trigger. Now what do? Now you're stuck. Because now you're sitting there and you're telling yourself, I know that something's wrong. I know that I'm starting to compensate with bad behaviors again or bad habits. Maybe you have addictions and you start to really start leaning. And listen, this is the one thing that I say all the time, man. Those things are going to tell you you're good. Try it one more time. This will help you get over it. This is going to help you push back that bad feeling because right now you're going to feel good. Right now you're going to say to yourself, it's just once. Oh, I feel so much better. And then you start on that fucking train again of sitting there and you just go downhill, man. And once you're going downhill, I don't give a fuck, man. There's no rope behind you. Nobody's pulling you back. You just keep going downhill until you sit there and say to yourself, yeah, I'm going to turn around. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to climb this, man. It's a Mount Everest. It's a Mount Everest of life. It's a Mount Everest of feelings. It's a Mount Everest of emotions. Anything, man. It doesn't matter what it is. At the end of the day, you've got to climb it. And all while your mind is chaotic. There's so many things going on up here. It's because your mind is trying to compensate for how bad it feels. That trigger was just enough to throw you on a downslide. And you want to blame other people, man? I don't know. You know, I sit here and I say to myself, is it worth blaming? Is it worth blaming everybody else? Is it worth blaming everything else? Because you want to have hatred. You want You want to blame. You don't want to take ownership to say, this is me. And if I don't work on not being this bad person or making these bad choices, what am I doing? Because it doesn't matter, man. Listen, bro, the demons of your life will always give you rewards for doing bad things. It will always make sure that you feel good doing bad things. It will always make it look like that little fucking thing you do is just enough to give you that little spark, that little twinkle. But it doesn't turn into anything. That spark is not going to turn into a fire of accomplishments. It's not going to turn into a fire of rewards that are long-term. It's short-term bullshit. It's short-term bullshit, and you think that you can do 75 short-term things to make up for this long-term. You can't, because it's a constant chase of up and down, up and down, up and down, man. When you see the most successful and most winning people in your life, it doesn't matter if it's sports or business or movies, I don't care what you feel. It doesn't matter to me, man, what you look up to. None of it was short-term. They hated the short-term. Short-term was hard. Short-term was everything that you didn't want it to be. You had to make choices and sacrifices for the better, not for right now. Because the now will not get you the better. You can make choices now, looking at the long term, to put yourself in the right direction. But that's it, man. Chaos, man. Chaos in the mind. That shit will literally tear you down. I know for me, man, you know, I sit here and I got to go work in so many different facilities, and I see so many different patients, and I do so many different things within that. It is so hard to focus on listening to you. Listening to you. Because my mind, as you're talking, spiders out. And when that trigger occurs, boy, it spiders out at a pace that you can't keep up with. It becomes overwhelming. And when it becomes overwhelming, you just get depressed, you get sad, you get angry, you get frustrated. You get all these emotions at once, and you don't know why, and you just want to blame and be mad and hate and just make bad decisions because you just need a little bit of that feeling good. And that little bit of feeling good leads to you just ruining your life, man. I can tell you right now, man, if I'd have known what I know now 15 years ago, 10 years ago, I would not be without things in life that I don't want to say deserved. I don't believe in that, but that you've worked for. You can't be too ego. You can't have too much ego. You can't be egotistical, however you want to say it. That you don't accept the idea that something is wrong. You don't want to accept it. If you look at your life and you compare, I really had to really sit down and think about this. I looked at everybody else's life around me, and I used to say, man, how do they live like that? How do they just like do normal things? How do they just live normal, right? And that's when you need to look at yourself and say, what's normal and what is abnormal? What do you think is normal, right? The way I was living, I thought, well, okay, that's the path of success. You just live like this, and then you don't realize that like your brain is so chaotic that you're doing high risk things to make that chaos start to kind of narrow down, kind of get on a path. And that's how your brain is trying to calculate everything. It's just firing off, and it starts to do these high risk things, these high risk behaviors, super stressful things, because the stress and the really high involvement in your brain function narrows down that chaos to just a little bit more of a manageable stream, right? And that stream is not what you're supposed to be managing, bro. You're supposed to get rid of that. Like, you're literally supposed to get rid of the chaos. And you don't know what's going on, and that's scary. It is one of the most scary things to look back on your life and say, oh my God, what was I doing? I ruined my life. I ruined others' lives. I've just destroyed everything there is to destroy because I just kept doing things. And you wish that you would have had the mindset to know that these were wrong. You wish that you would have had the mindset to say to yourself, why the fuck am I living like this? This isn't normal. You know it's not normal. You think it's, your brain starts to create this way to you to think that, oh yeah, no, it's good. That's what you have to do. Dude, it's not, man. When you look at sports athletes, because it's the most relatable I can tell you, you see people who have done the best. The Kobe's, the Michael Jordans, whatever. I just use them because everybody knows them. You say to yourself, all right, look, Kobe and Michael Jordan talked about the obsession over one thing. They weren't trying to be the best at everything because it's not possible to be the best at everything. You have to tailor it and sacrifice all these other things to be the best at that one thing. And that's okay. If you want to be the best at that one thing, you got to sacrifice. Your brain with the chaos is trying to create a reality where you think you need to be good at everything. And as you're trying to be good at everything, you just start literally degrading everything else. You can't be the best at this one. You can't be the best at all these. And at some point, everything degrades. And when it degrades, you don't have an answer to it. And now you're screwed. Now you're screwed. Now you don't even know what to do. That's what it's like living in a chaotic brain, right? And you're just going to ruin everything around you. Take it from me, man. I'm giving you the best advice, and I gotta start getting better at keeping up. And I promise I will, just for myself. It's not for anybody else. I hope that somebody can take something from these and learn, man, something. And I try to show you what it is in up here and in life. And hell, I don't even know, who cares. But I just hope that I'm able to help myself. And in helping myself, maybe it helps somebody else. It's not my job to help everybody else. I was told that. I should have believed it. It's not my job to help other people and things like that. It's not, man. You got to help yourself. I just hope that helping myself helps somebody else. That's all. I appreciate you, man. Stay up.